So, hello everyone. I'd like to welcome all of you to our event, Decoding the Human Genome using Big Data and AI. So this is really an event that it's been on the cards really for quite a while. So I'm really happy and delighted that actually we can finally deliver it to everyone, and particularly in a way that has an in-person element to it. I think I speak to a lot of us when I say that we've sort of all experienced a bit of fatigue when it comes to everything being done online. So really, I wanted to use this opportunity to do two things. First of all, break down the event, but first of all, to talk about the Innovation Forum, who we are, what we do, and what we try to achieve. So Innovation Forum is a nonprofit organization. So we essentially run by volunteers. Volunteers tend to be PhD students and postgraduates and graduates of the sciences and like life sciences and chemistry. And what we try to do really is to promote innovation, foster innovation, as the name might suggest. Now, how we do this, I'll go into in a second, but really just to expand on that, just to sort of talk about our branches. So this is a local branch in Manchester, but we have branches all across the UK. We have branches across the world, really. And what we try to do within each branch is to, like I said, foster innovation, and really try to do this using collaborations and partnerships with universities, with a whole load of organizations. So these are some of the past and present supporters that we have. So out of these, I'd like to pay special thanks to Brentwood SciTech for allowing us to host this event in person. So really thanks to Scott as well. Also, I'd like to highlight VRS, who are our global sponsors, and they're here. They have a booth in the back, so please check them out when you can. And really moving on to what we do, well, like I said, we promote innovation, and we do it through a variety of means, one of which is through local activities like this. We also have a whole load of conferences and workshops and hackathons at times when we can. We even have more casual events such as Pitch in a Pub. So again, as the name suggests, we try to get startups to pitch their ideas in a casual pub setting. We also have a Flagship Imaginative competition. So this is really a competition that is tailored and aimed at early stage healthcare related startups. And it's really aimed at those, I'd say, researchers and perhaps scientists who want to spin out, have ideas, commercial ideas, but aren't sure how to do it. So really to expand on that, through our grassroots network, so like ourselves, we identify potential teams, and then we try through the mentorship program to tailor this, to provide expert mentorship and tailor to their specific needs. Now, through this program, we tend to then have a competition towards the end after a 12-week program, which culminates in a pitching to industry experts. And that is often followed by rewards, usually either funding, small amount of cash, and either lab or office space, depending on the year. Now, unfortunately, this iteration of Imaginative the applications are finished about a week ago. However, if it's something that you're considering in the future, then please bear in mind for the future as we do it every year. And just to sort of emphasize the impact of this, we've had companies go through us that have raised over $260 million. We evaluated over 1,000 companies, and of these, about 79% are still going, and a good 52% have raised external investment. I'm really proud of these metrics. And just to sort of finally talk about some of the successes, I mean, we've had companies that have raised, quite a few have raised over 5 million, some even more. So two here, LifeBit and Helix, are actually on brand, as they are both involved in AI in AI and machine learning, in particularly LifeBit with genomics. So they really have an innovative platform to share and consume data, actually. So again, check them out if that's something that's of interest to you. Finally, just to talk about our team. So I'm the current branch president, but we also have Ruben, who's a vice president and is currently handling all logistics and admin on the Zoom session. So please, if you have any questions, direct them to him. We also have several members all around the room or also in the Zoom. So please, if you have anything to ask, just speak to any of us. And one thing I'd really like to say here is we are always actively recruiting. So if there's anything that you see here that inspires you, be it the event or the introduction, inspires you and really compels you to want to help out and to be involved in this commercial side of sites, let's say, then please get in touch, speak to me during networking later on, or send me an email later on. Speaking from personal experience, this has really been an eye-opener to the possibilities and opportunities that someone who works in science and is perhaps doing a PhD in academia, the possibilities, I wouldn't say endless, but there's quite a lot out there that we're not aware of. So really a good way to learn about all this and to immerse yourself in this environment, but also in a way where you can actually raise your profile and build up your network, which can help later on. But really talking, finishing with the event. So event structure, that is. So following my introduction, we'll have a short message from VRS Recruitment. Then we talk, or we will hear from our keynote speakers. So starting us off, we have Gupta from the Christopher Pankhurst Institute. So this institute is a new institute that is an initiative and a partnership between the university and the NHS, as well as a whole of other partnerships, particularly local government. And the idea there is to accelerate and to help the adoption of digital technologies. Dr. Gupta leads the omics health technologies, and I'm massively excited to hear about insights of the institute and what they plan to do. Following that, we have Sam Hamlet from Illumina. I think anyone who's done any sort of genomics is aware of the company, a massive sequencing company, and I hope she goes into some of the maybe the history and the projects that have led us to where we are now with sequencing, like the Human Genome Project, but also on the challenges moving forward and the bottlenecks that will really dictate where the field goes in the future. And finally, we have Danuta from Nucleum Therapeutics. So Danuta is the CEO of the company, but also was a co-founder of Innovation Forum Oxford. So her company works on drug discovery using AI and machine learning and looking at the dog genome. So I'll leave that to her to elaborate on, and again, really excited to hear that. After that, we'll have a 15-minute break, followed by a panel for 45 minutes. And this panel will include people from Cancer Research UK and APIS assay technologies, as well as Molmar Diagnostic Genomics. So again, I'm really excited for all that. Now, one thing to note for anyone who's joining online, if you have any questions to ask, please direct those questions to any of us or put it in the chat. We'll make sure to collate all those and to ask the appropriate panelist or speaker. So that's really the format we feel will allow the event to run most smoothly. Finally, we'll have a networking session. So unfortunately, anyone who's attended online won't be able to join in the networking. We'll just make sure that we give details of the speakers and the panels to the audience who have attended virtually, so that you can follow up with anything that you find interesting. And that's pretty much it for me, really. I guess I'd like to invite Brioni or Peter to the stage to go through the VRS recruitment message. But personally, I'm extremely excited for this event, as I said at the start, and I really hope that you all enjoy it as well. So, Peter.